Jackson. I'm the big-time wrestling heavyweight champion, Flex Armstrong.
I'm the connected Colonel.
Rusev Day every day?
It's Rusev Day every day.
Exactly.
And you're watching the Wrestling Connection.
And you're watching Wrestling Connection.
And watch the Wrestling Connection. You're watching the Wrestling Connection.
I hear that women gain immortality from licking the feet of babies.
What? Say.
Be connected, get connected, and stay connected, brothers.
Allison.
Hello, Allison, and welcome to the
Be connected, get connected, stay connected.
Let's get the big, of course, with the official presentation. Thank you.
Get connected, be evil, or die.
Moving on.
Be connected, get connected, stay connected.
Hola, bienvenido. ¿Cómo está? Hi. Welcome to episode 291 of the most must-see award show winning I'm never going to get that right. Talk show over here, Bedford areas, or any areas for that matter. North, south, east, west, backwards, frontwards, diagonal, sideways, any which way you look at it. Brought to you all around the world, the Wrestling Connection. I am your host, the consumer of wrestling knowledge, the pricer of the Wrestling Connection, the literal breaker of Kens, legacy of Team Kaufman, Dan Kaufman here to deliver all the news you need to know. And once again, been a bit of a delay since the last time I've been here. Life is just life, you know. Doesn't mean I don't follow up on wrestling, and proof of that is we've already gone beyond AEW Revolution, and I know everyone's talking about the Cody MJF match, or Moxley becoming the new AEW champion, or possible contender for match of the year, the Young Bucks versus Adam Page and Kenny Omega, but my match of the night is none other than Orange Cassidy versus Pac. Oh boy, what a fun match that was. Goes to show, you don't have to win, you barely even need to wrestle. All you gotta do is become popular and then show you actually know how to wrestle. Great match, lots of fun, lots of laughs. And the right person did win, but Orange Cassidy was protected in defeat, which means that he may actually be even tougher than we thought, even from this match. So, very, very happy and excited to see what happens with him later on down the line, especially with this new black triangle of Pac and the Lucha Bros. That'll be very nice. Can I just imagine them trying to mimic the Red Arrow? All three of them off the top rope to do it. Next up, we are talking about Matt Hardy, who is a free agent, or at least was a free agent for a few days before the Young Bucks showed up at his compound for Free the Delete, a.k.a. Matt Hardy is AEW bound. Now, whether or not this means he's actually the leader of the Dark Order, we have yet to see. They still have those connections to Christopher Daniels. They have those connections to Raven. There's a chance it could still be Brody Lee, formerly known as Luke Harper. We don't know, but last AEW bit of information, news. That's what it is, the news. Jake the Snake Roberts made his AEW debut, and he came in telling Cody to man up, and that Jake actually has a client who will be coming in and will be targeting specifically Cody. Now, I never got a chance to talk about that tattoo. It's terrible. I am sorry, Cody. I know. You're literally putting your neck out there. I get the symbolism. Even still, it is a terrible tattoo. It is. It is a terrible tattoo. I think on his body, the best place probably would have been on his side if he really still wanted that specifically. I get it. Dream over his heart. putting his neck out there for himself doesn't change the fact it's bad. And I would sign that petition to get it removed. Is what it is. Second, Jake, I am so glad to see you back on TV. And I say this, and it's 100% true. Jake the Snake Roberts, in his old age, still 95% better than most of the people who have the mic nowadays. But it's good to see him working. It's good to know that he's doing what a lot of guys like Arn Anderson and others are doing, which is putting over the younger talent without actually having to wrestle them. So I am very, very happy, and I'm very curious who his client would be. Possibly Brody Lee. Like I'm gonna keep harping on that. Get it? Still better if that's true. Either of those two things for formerly known as Luke Harper, still better than what they did with Eric Rowan and his mechanical spider. But the true reason we are here is because guess what? I just barely managed to get back here for the paper preview. Elimination Chamber is just this Sunday, people. And currently we have 6 confirmed matches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Possibly 6? I think 6. Yeah, let's go with 6. Maybe 7. 6 or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 confirmed matches. Now, this is a Thursday when I'm recording this, so SmackDown is yet to happen. So there's always a chance there could be another match entered. But for right now, considering the fact it's 2 Elimination Chamber matches, and this is not one of the big 4 pay-per-views, I would not be surprised if they actually did not, and instead they just furthered along the lines, because apparently we didn't even hit Elimination Chamber, and Roman Reigns already won the dang thing. Oh, that's right. Did we not get to talk about Super Letdown? No, we didn't, did we? All right. Where do I start? Bray Wyatt. When I saw the picture, because I never watched the show because you can't make me. When I watched the show, or not, when I saw the picture of Goldberg holding up the Universal title and it said Goldberg is now a 2-time champion, I wanted to rage so bad, and yet all I did was laugh because of course they did. Of course they did. And then you hear why. Because Goldberg showing up on SmackDown was the highest pop that they've had to the ratings on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. So now they want Goldberg versus Roman Reigns so they could sell the pay-per-views to ESPN. Because the WWE Network never did it for them. There was never enough for them. Which I'm telling you right now, 100%, if they do that and pay-per-views go to ESPN, I'm canceling my network subscription. No point. None. I literally kept it for the pay-per-views. That was it. NXT's on TV now. No reason. None. What else do we have to bring up? Really, other than that, it was pretty much inconsequential. I believe Ms. Morrison won the belt, lost it, won it. I don't care. There was a tournament. AJ Styles was the last person until The Undertaker entered, even though he wasn't part of the match, and he pinned him. Hooray. Yeah, that really don't care about much else. Oh, no, one more thing. Ricochet got squashed in 90 seconds by Brock Lesnar, so I guess Ricochet is no longer a thing. So much for being literally the best in the friggin' world. One of them, in terms of high flying. Broke the internet with Will Ospreay. Do you remember that? Had great matches in NXT. Remember those? Yeah, no, he's just an afterthought now. Lost to Riddick Moss. Anyone know who Riddick Moss really is? aside from the guy Mojo Rawley brought up. He's a known name, and he beat Ricochet easily. Thanks, Vince. Yeah, I'll blame Vince for that one too. Okay, that was first half of this. Now we will get to... Oh. Apparently, like I was saying, apparently Roman just won the Elimination Chamber before the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view even showed up. Because he's already going off to face Goldberg at WrestleMania, and The Fiend will be challenging John Cena. And I am hoping, because I have faith that John Cena actually will play ball properly, and it was not true what I saw about him. John Cena is saying he does not want to lose to Bray Wyatt because he's been losing too much lately. And he wants to keep his character intact or some crap like that. Hopefully that's not true, because Bray Wyatt needs his win back, because for the love of God, this was not okay. It wasn't. Out with the bad, in with the good. Out with the bad, in with the good. Elimination Chamber. Let's do some predictions, shall we? First match will be for the United States Championship. Andrade Cien Almas versus Humberto Carrillo. Now, we already had... This has already been a long feud, including multiple people. Humberto never really beat Andrade. No. And then even when Humberto got really mad and took Andrade out, aka wellness violation, Angel Garza was brought in, Humberto's cousin, and Angel Garza kept beating Humberto. Humberto's first actual real victory happened during a tag match very recently when he tagged with Rey Mysterio. So Rey Mysterio and Angel Garza are technically still involved in this feud, and Zelina Vega is still in Andrade's corner. So, who do I think is going to win? This is honestly, the the hardest choice to make. One of the two. I am honestly going to say Andrade keeps it. I think they just don't see it in Humberto. And that's it. Andrade will hold it for a little bit longer. Maybe there'll be a fatal 4-way ladder match and Humberto will get his win there or something. But honestly, in a singles competition, it just hasn't happened. So let's leave it at that. Next up, a no disqualifications match between Aleister Black and AJ Styles. Now, when it comes to these two, Aleister's been very well protected. The only real loss he's had lately was because he had to wrestle 3 guys in order to get what he wanted. And he won the first one clean, won the second one via disqualification because he was just beaten down too much, and then AJ Styles took advantage. So now, no disqualification match right before WrestleMania, where, like we said, Undertaker's already messing with AJ. In a no disqualifications match, Undertaker's going to interfere, going to cost AJ the match. Aleister for the win. But where that leaves Aleister, God forbid, he might actually show up in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Aleister friggin' Black might show up in the Andre. When you have something good, there's always something bad. Next up, Braun Strowman versus Shinsuke, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn in a 3-on-1 handicap match. Braun Strowman wins. I mean, what else would honestly happen? Braun Strowman is the current Intercontinental Champion, and there is not enough star power between any of those 3 guys, even though they're friggin' should. Shinsuke, bona fide star if they tried. Cesaro is pound for pound the strongest and toughest wrestler in that industry, and they never gave him a chance. Never. In fact, the only belts he has held is the U.S. Championship and the Tag Championships, which he had phenomenal runs with the Tag Championships. But he never held the IC belt. He never even came close to holding a world title. And Sami Zayn hasn't even wrestled in getting close to a year now, I'd say. They never had any faith in Sami. The last good thing they let Sami do was his feud with Kevin Owens. And that was it. Last match I honestly remember him in was him getting squashed by Aleister Black. Where does it go from there? Braun Strowman, maybe Tyson Fury comes back since he won his match. So we'll see. All right. Next up, we have the Raw Tag Champs, the Street Profits, having to defend their titles in a rematch against Seth Rollins and Murphy. Buddy Murphy. Buddy. My buddy. My buddy. Here's the thing. We got to start setting up Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens, right? Do you really think Kevin Owens is going to let him win the titles back? If they do that, that means they have to defend the titles at WrestleMania. But that would leave Kevin Owens out unless he's going to do it with Samoa Joe. But Samoa Joe sounds like he might be out again even longer because of a wellness violation. So Street Profits have the belts. Kevin Owens is probably going to make sure they keep them. Which leaves Seth Rollins without a dancing partner at WrestleMania. And lo and behold, Kevin Owens is like, hey, you and me, let's tango. Tango. Then he punches him in the face because he says, I don't even know how to waltz, you jerk. I don't know. Why are you asking me? All right. 2 matches left. 2 that we know. First one is one of the 2 Elimination Chambers. It is the tag title Elimination Chamber match. And the competitors are, from top left to bottom right, Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. So, Rubles, Heavy Machinery, Tucker and Otis, Lucha House Party, minus Sin Cara because he's no longer with the company. So that's Lince Dorado and Kalisto. You have the Usos, Jay and Jimmy. You got the Champs, Miz and Morrison. And you got the New Day, Kofi and Big E. Now, this is the second toughest choice as who's going to win because I honestly think they're going to go for storylines here. And no joke, I think the storyline they're going to go for will be Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode and Tucker and Otis of Heavy Machinery, the Otis Mandy Rose storyline. And wouldn't it be interesting? Wouldn't it be interesting if Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode won the belts? Because after that, Otis could go up to Ziggler, who's just having a good time with Bobby, and say, you got everything. You got the belts, you got the girl. Have fun. And as he's leaving, Sonya seems happy. Mandy's trying to figure out what's going on. They'll finally find out that Sonya set Otis up. Dolph's like, sure, why not? I'll take everything. And then Otis will lose his mind, and Tucker will back up his boy, and there's your title match for Mania. Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode versus Heavy Machinery for the SmackDown titles and the girl. And you know what? If that happens, I'm calling Ziggler and Roode do not lose the belts, but Otis gets the girl. Fight me. If not, it'll be Miz and Morrison to retain, and then it'll be a triple threat between Miz Morrison, Usos, and New Day. Hey, who knows? But it's obvious that this whole Otis and Ziggler feud is going to clear up by Mania, I'd say. So I'm going to say they're going for the storyline. So I'm going to say Ziggler and Roode. It could mean Heavy Machinery wins, but I think it works better if the heels hold it. So I'm saying Ziggler and Roode. If not, my second choice would be Miz and Morrison. But if I have to pick one, there you go. second one is the most obvious out of all of them. And the match is Natalya versus Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler versus Asuka versus Ruby Riott versus Sarah Logan. Now, say the most obvious because there's only one person who could possibly win this, because whoever wins this goes to face Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. And do you honestly think it would be anyone other than Shayna Baszler? You know, the one who bit into Becky's neck. The one who literally has attacked Becky anytime she wanted and has her full undivided attention. Do not forget, Asuka will have to defend her women's tag champs titles against, most likely, Natalya and Beth Phoenix, who got RKO'd last Monday on Raw, which was fun. Because we are all terrible people, aren't we? We also will have the implosion, the serious implosion of Liv, Ruby, and Sarah. I am calling that Ruby is actually going to beat down Liv so much, Sarah actually gets upset, tosses Ruby over, hits her, Liv gets the pin, and Sarah doesn't know what the hell she just did. There you go. There's my idea for that story. But really, if Shayna doesn't win this, then it doesn't change the fact that it's going to be Shayna versus Becky at Mania. So just go with the obvious. Shayna for the win. All right. That is all 6 announced matches. We also talked a little bit about AEW because we needed to talk about that match. So good. So thank you everyone for staying here with me. Allison is very happy and I am very busy. So I am doing the best I can to show up anytime I can. I can't guarantee how many times I'll be doing this, but I will push and struggle as much as I can to get you the content that I want to deliver to you. But until then, I will see you all on the next episode, episode 292. It'll be the paper review. We need to talk about Elimination Chamber. We need to see where things start going. And as always, be connected, get connected, stay connected on the road to WrestleMania. Play me out, Kermit. Get me the freak out of here. Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing it? Oh, now you show up.
I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's some